Hi, I'm Tom. This is Mina, and this is Kitty Help Desk. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a malady that my friend Mina has and that your cat might develop or have at some point in their lives, and that is cystitis. Now, cystitis is defined as an inflammation of the bladder. It's commonly caused by bladder infections. It's just one of the sort of urinary tract infections. You often see them referred to as UTIs in the literature. What Mina normally has is not everyday cystitis, though. She has had genuine cystitis created by a bladder infection in the past. And she has had that recently too. But she also has what is referred to as idiopathic cystitis. Now, that sounds like I know what I'm talking about, right? I use a word like idiopathic, but really what that means is that no one really knows what causes it. It's generally believed that it's caused by stress, and I believe in Mina's case that is true. That whenever she's in periods of high stress, she will exhibit symptoms of cystitis. Now, those symptoms generally are she has some pain in her lower abdomen, and she feels pressure to urinate more frequently than she really needs to. So what we see happening is she goes to the litter box. She produces lots of tiny little urinations, like dime-size urinations in the litter box, or she squats to pee and produces nothing. And she just keeps going back to the litter box over and over and over again because she feels this pressure and she feels like she needs to pee. But the fact is that she doesn't really, and that pressure is being caused by stress is building up and creating inflammation. So it becomes a little bit tricky to discern whether her symptoms are due to an infection that could be treatable with antibiotics, or if those symptoms are caused by stress. I always treat it from a behavioral standpoint first. I try to show her that she's cared for and that if I can lower her stress level, I try to do that. I do that by keeping Lucy away from her, and I do that by just comforting her in any way that I can, showing her that I am here to protect her in the event of any threats, Lucy, and just really try to put her at ease, give her what she wants, pay attention to her needs. I mean, these are all things we should be doing every day anyway, and I try to do them every day, but like everyone, there are times when your focus becomes distracted. You start looking at other problems that you have in your life, and you don't always pay attention to those that are closest to you. It's really easy to lose focus on the ones you love the most. And so it's important that when you see these symptoms that you react to them because they're really a genuine cry for help, whether that's help for stress reduction or help with an infection. So what I generally do with the cystitis symptoms in Mina is I will kind of wait it out. I don't want to take her to the vet and put her through the stress of that if her symptoms are really caused by stress. All I'm going to do is exacerbate the problem. So I generally wait a couple of weeks and see if the problem gets worse, if it gets better. In the most recent case, she really gave me a really clear cry for help by peeing on the couch. She went to where I sit on the couch and she peed on the couch, and that told me that something was seriously wrong. That, in conjunction with, she started over-grooming her abdomen a bit. Some of the hair was gone from her abdomen, which I really hadn't noticed that she was grooming that more than usual. But that was the case when I did notice that she had a little bit of hair loss on her abdomen. So that told me that she had some discomfort there. She was trying to self-soothe that and comfort herself. So we went to the vet, and as always, it's a process. We didn't get a clean urine sample the first time, but there was definitely blood in her urine, which indicated that there was likely some sort of infection at work, whether in her kidneys or in her bladder. And so we went through a 2-week course of antibiotics, and our vet is really great. And we just went back yesterday, and we did another urinalysis. I should say previously we had done an x-ray as well, just to make sure there weren't any bladder stones that were causing the problem, because she has had bladder stones once in the past. But that wasn't the case. The x-ray didn't show any stones. So we went back yesterday and got a new urine analysis and found out that there wasn't showing the same amount of red blood cells that it was showing before, and that it wasn't showing any kind of bacterial infection. So we're now back in a waiting phase, but I think that she's okay, because you can just tell when you know a cat well. You can sometimes tell when they're in pain, when the light kind of goes out of their eyes a bit, when they're not quite as willing to engage in play or as excited by the things that they're normally excited about. Those are times to really show concern, to really think about going to the vet, or at least calling your vet and talking to them about what might be going on. So I'm very hopeful that Mina here is going to make full recovery. When you're 16 years old, every little malady could turn into something that's life-threatening. So it's really important. If you have a senior cat, it's really important that you pay attention. You should pay attention to all your cats, but seniors especially, because they just don't recover as rapidly. They don't bounce back very quickly. And honestly, even something as simple as a bladder infection could turn into something much worse. So I'm very happy that she's feeling better. I'm paying her for her appearance today with these treats, and she's really very focused on the treats. Can you turn around and say hello to everybody? No? How about if I put a treat over there? Yes, that'll do it. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.